Are you thinking of booking a cruise with Virgin Voyages? Their ships are all very similar in layout, so come with us as we show you around Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady. We've been on board for a 6-night cruise from Portsmouth to Spain and France. We will give you a full tour of the ship, showing the bars, restaurants and spaces when they are empty and when they are busier, along with some hints and tips on the way to make your time on board more enjoyable. Our cruise was sailing at 99% capacity, so this video should help you decide whether Virgin Voyages is the cruise line for you. Resilient Lady was built in 2022 and has a capacity of 2,762 passengers, or sailors as they are known on Virgin ships. The sailors are housed in 1,404 cabins, and 86% of these feature the very popular trademark red sea terrace hammock. The sailors are looked after by 1,150 crew members from all over the world who we found to be excellent. For the cruise ship nerds out there, she is 912 feet long, which is 155 Richard Bransons laid end to end. She weighs 110,000 tonnes and travels around 23 miles an hour. We will start our tour at the top on deck 17 and work our way down. We will be covering the food venues all together later in this video, so stay around for that because the food is amazing. On this top deck you can get the best views from the Perch, which is a relaxing and quiet space away from the hustle and bustle of the decks below. There are chairs and sun loungers provided to enjoy the spectacular views of the wake and the scenery. Also on deck 17 is the Runway, which is the iconic outdoor elevated running track in Virgin's signature red. 6 laps makes a mile. This is the ideal place to get selfies with the ship's logo in the background. Down now to deck 16, which is where Richard's Rooftop is located. This area is limited access for sailors with rock star status. But don't worry, for those of you on a budget, there are lots of other very comfortable outside spaces on this deck. The Sun Club is on this upper level of the Aquatic Club pool area, offering sun loungers and seating with sea views. The Sun Club bar is on this deck to quench your thirst, and the Sun Club Cafe is famed for its poke bowls and bao buns. The smoking area is also on deck 16, but we will show you another place inside the ship that smokers can go later on in this video. There are a number of cabanas on this level which are bookable for between $250 and $350 a day. However, we never saw anybody using these, but if you want to spend a day in a white shed, please feel free to give these a try. Alternatively, for no extra charge you can try one of the comfortable padded beds, maybe a netted hammock, or bring out the child in you on the play equipment like the swings and the seesaw. You can even play a giant game of chess if you want to exercise your brain. To exercise the rest of the body, there is some outdoor fitness and boxing equipment here, and right next to this is the training camp, which is a well-equipped indoor fitness area. As it doesn't show up on the ship map, it appeared to be underutilised compared to the other gym spaces when there are no group training classes on, so there's a handy hint for you. The sports court hosts a number of events, particularly on sea days, such as dodgeball, which seemed very popular. And if you get thirsty after all that activity, there are water stations to refill your bottles situated here. But remember that sodas are included in the price of your cruise, and you are never too far away from the nearest bar. At the rear of deck 16 is the Athletic Club, with its bar and what is apparently the largest daybed at sea. This serves a full range of drinks and also healthy smoothies. The net, which is billed as a suspended catamaran net for relaxation, is also on this deck, but was permanently closed off on our cruise. So whether you need to relax in a hot tub, take a quick shower, dry off with a towel, or go to the toilet, deck 16 has you covered. But there is even more on deck 15. Look, you can see it from up here. But let's go down there now and take a look. There is an outside space for you to enjoy your food from the Galley, al fresco style. The B complex is the active wellness centre for the ship and is divided into 2 sections. There is the bike and burn side, with state-of-the-art techno gym bike and cardio machines, and on the other side is the build side with weight and resistance machines. On this side is also the balance room, which hosts fitness classes, yoga and meditation sessions. Unlike many other cruise lines, all of these classes are included in your cruise fare, so book up promptly when you get on ship. Although there is no charge to attend, there is a $10 charge if you book but fail to show up. The tune-up is on this level, where manicures and pedicures are available, along with a range of other treatments. There is also a room called the Scene, which can be booked for private events and groups. When it is not being used, it is a nice quiet and sheltered space with great sea views. Let's head back out to take a look at the pools. There is a well-being spa pool with a couple of hot tubs. These are right next to a bar and juice bar, so you don't have to go very far to rehydrate after a big night out. Just along from this is the main pool and bar, which is surrounded by very comfortable beds with sun loungers, fixed seating and chairs available to enjoy the outside space. This area is called the Aquatic Club and is where the Sail Away Party and Scarlet Night Party are held, weather permitting. Unfortunately, the weather was too bad for the Scarlet Night Party to be held outdoors on our sailing, but we were still able to enjoy our Sail Away Party here. There is free fizz available at the Sail Away Party, so make sure to grab your bubbles and enjoy a party atmosphere hosted by the Happenings cast, who are the very talented entertainment team on board Virgin ships. Deck 15 is where some of the Rockstar cabins are located. Deck 14 down to Deck 8 are all cabins, so there's not much to talk about until we get down to Deck 7. And oh boy, is there a lot going on here. So buckle up and let's carry on with the tour. What we love about Deck 7 is the wraparound prom deck, meaning you can walk laps all the way around the ship to burn off any extra calories or work up an appetite. You will need it. There are lounges and seating available on both sides of the deck. It is a little quieter here, so it is a good space for reading, relaxation or recovery. It's your holiday, you do you. At the aft is the dock, which is an outside bar serving meze-style snacks, which are included items. Once more, there are a variety of comfortable seating options to choose from. This area has some excellent views to the rear of the ship. Going inside, the Sip Lounge is a stylish champagne bar, which serves a wide range of fizz and some fabulous cocktails that were very popular on our sailing. There was the occasional live music act performing here, and it was a very busy venue in the evening, as it is a nice and comfortable, sophisticated social space to enjoy a glass of bubbles and chat with fellow passengers. Sorry, sailors. Get lost. I'm not being rude. This is the future voyage sales area, where you can go to take advantage of onboard offers on future sailings. Right next to this is Shore Things, which is where you can book or ask questions about excursions, although you can also easily book excursions via the app prior to embarkation. Next to this is the chart room, which is sometimes used as a meeting point, but like most areas on the ship, has a distinct feel to it. The Roundabout is the closest thing that Resilient Lady has to an atrium, with a sweeping white marble staircase down to Deck 6. This is a great backdrop to show off your Scarlet Night outfits. The white really makes the red pop. There is comfortable seating and chairs around this area to enjoy a coffee or ice cream, but more of that in a bit. If you do enjoy a premium coffee, then the Grounds Club is the place for you. Although we did find that the regular coffee served in the galley was much nicer than the standard coffee served on many ships. There is a full range of specialty coffees to purchase, and many people took advantage of the takeaway cups to enjoy their coffees outside. However, we are British and tend to drink more tea. Moving on, the Social Club. This is a bar and also serves food, but it's much more than this. It's a hub for games, quizzes, karaoke and lots more. We enjoyed playing board games here and doing really badly in music quizzes. The drinks menu had some extremely interesting floats on it. One thing that we did take advantage of was the sweet shop in the Social Club. Again, this is included in your fare, and you can take away a brown paper bag of sweets to enjoy at your leisure. I can particularly recommend the peanut brittle. If you like gummy bears, be quick as they are very popular. And if you like sweet things, then you will love the innuendo-heavy Lick Me Till ice cream, which serves a wide variety of delicious flavoured ice cream available to have in a tub or with a choice of 3 flavoured cones. There are also different flavours to enjoy from day to day. Once again, these are included in your cruise fare. The sweets and ice cream took me back to my childhood. And the retro video arcade did as well. With old classics like Space Invaders and Defender, it was a reminder of just how frustrating these old games used to be. Guess how much you have to pay to play these? That's right, nothing. Are you getting a sense of how much is included in your fare? Voyage Vinyl is an area that you can listen to records through headphones, and there are a lot of albums in glass cases which are apparently for sale, but I never saw anyone buying any of them. The Draft House just next door is a small bar which has draft beers, bottles, cans and shots available to purchase. Just off the Roundabout by Lick Me Till Ice Cream is the pizza place, which is open from 2 PM to 2 AM, where you can choose from a small selection of pizzas to eat in or to go. Like many of the fast food eateries, it operates on a buzzer system. When you place your order, you are given a numbered buzzer which flashes and vibrates when your order is ready to collect. The pizza is also included in your fare. Am I repeating myself? Another different entertainment option is the karaoke rooms. There are 3 rooms for different sized groups which are bookable by putting your name down on a piece of paper in the lobby of the karaoke area. Very retro. No app-based booking for this attraction. We did have a lot of fun in here. The Loose Cannon is a small nautical themed bar with a jukebox. There's no charge to play your favourite tunes. This is a nicely themed pub style area. If you don't want entertainment, it has a good selection of beers and cocktails. Nautical, but nice. The Dock House is a laid back and quieter venue for a drink with a Mediterranean style menu. It is tastefully furnished with a variety of seating or even lying down options. It reminded me of a walk through IKEA. Juice C is next door to the Dock House, which serves a range of healthy drinks and smoothies for an extra charge. The entrance to the wake is also on Deck 7, but have patience, the fabulous restaurants are coming shortly. But first, let's explore Deck 6. At the front of the ship is the Red Room, which is the show's multi-use theatre. It can transform from an open interactive performance space for shows like Persephone to a theatre venue with tiered seating for guest acts or shows like Misbehave, and then back to a nightclub setting for Scarlet Night. Drinks are allowed to be taken into this theatre, but have to be transferred to reusable plastic containers. We were very impressed by the functionality of the Red Room. It feels like a different venue every time you walk in. If you enjoy gambling, then the casino has a wide variety of slot machines and table games. As I have said before, every time I go on a cruise ship with a casino, I double my money. If you want to know my secret, I take $100 out of my wallet on the first day, fold it in half, and put it straight back in my wallet. But roulette, blackjack, and craps are all available to play here. I said earlier that there was an indoor place for smokers, and it is here behind the cage, which is the cashier's desk in the casino. The shops are also here on Deck 6, and are collectively called the High Street. There are a wide variety of shops selling virgin merchandise, spirits and tobacco, watches, clothing, handbags and jewellery. There is also a shop for the essentials that you may have forgotten to pack. If you wish to change your look whilst on board, why not get your hair cut or even get a tattoo from the Squid Ink tattoo shop? I didn't think it was a particularly wise idea to get a tattoo on board, as we were travelling through the notoriously turbulent Bay of Biscay. Situated right by the Roundabout central staircase is On the Rocks. This is a bar serving beers, cocktails and a selection of whiskies. On the Rocks is the venue for live bands, both resident bands and guest artists, and performances by the Happenings cast. The quality of the bands and artists that we saw in this venue was nothing short of brilliant. This showed as it was a very popular venue and seats were often taken in this area, so I would advise if there is a live act that you wish to see, get there a few minutes early. The Manor, which is named after Richard Branson's first music studio, is a 2-floor nightclub venue. It has an iconic and very Instagrammable mirrored entrance. This is also the venue for some performances such as Another Rose, Lola's Library and Around the World in 80 Minutes with the Diva. Again, the multiple uses for the performance space made it feel like a different venue every time you entered. Down on Deck 5 we have Sailor Services, which is the reception and help desk area for any issues you may have on board. We found this to be a very efficient and helpful service. There was very little queuing, which always indicates to me that passengers are generally happy with their sailing. The Redemption Spa is also on this deck if you feel like a little pampering and luxury, with a range of services being offered. One of the highlights of Virgin Voyages is the food and variety of venues, menus and dining experiences that Virgin have curated. It's like nothing we've experienced before. Thank you for your patience so far, but here is the moment you've all been waiting for, the food. We will start with the closest thing that the ship has to a buffet. This is the Galley. Food is available here 23 hours a day, so don't worry about there not being a late night buffet. There are a number of stations in the Galley serving a variety of options. It's very much like a collection of street food vendors serving food from around the world. In the morning for breakfast, each of the stands serves breakfast items. Bento Baby serves sushi in Tupperware containers and for breakfast has fantastic fruit, yoghurt and granola combinations, again served in Tupperware containers. The Burger Bar does what it says and serves a very good vegetarian Impossible Burger. The Diner and Dash serves a range of more staple English and American foods. Hot Off the Press specialises in paninis. Let's Taco Bout It serves tacos and is Mexican themed. Noodle Around serves some very nice ramen bowls. The Daily Mix serves bagels, oatmeal and yoghurt for breakfast and salad items at lunch. The Popstar stand serves frozen popsicles, or ice lollies as we like to call them in the UK. The Sweet Side serves a wonderful selection of desserts with some of the menu items changing daily. This was Lisa's favourite area of the Galley. We liked the fact that this was not a self-serve buffet. Staff will serve the food to you, which avoids cross-contamination from serving spoons, coughing and fingering the food. Very often you'll place an order at a station and your dish will be cooked to order. They will give you a buzzer to let you know when your food is ready. This system worked very well. However, if you don't wish to fetch your own food in the Galley, the good news is that you don't have to. There is a team of servers looking out for the little raised flags on the menus to indicate you wish to order from your table, and they will take your order and bring you your food. Vegetarian, vegan and other dietary requirements were well catered for. Hot and cold drink options are available here, with alternative milk options being provided. Even when the Galley was busy, it never felt too crowded. The dining areas and tables are well spaced out. And now, on to the specialty restaurants, which are all included in your cruise fare. Razzle Dazzle has bold and vibrant decor, with a colourful eclectic design featuring black and white stripes based on World War I ship camouflage. It offers modern vegan and vegetarian cuisine with a few naughty options for meat lovers, with a creative spin on plant-based dishes. The Wake is an elegant, upscale and refined restaurant, inspired by classic steakhouses with stunning views of the ship's wake. It specialises in steaks, seafood and decadent brunch options. Gunbae is a fun, social and interactive restaurant with a lively atmosphere centred around communal tables. This offers a Korean barbecue, where guests grill their own meats at the table with a variety of flavourful side dishes and drinking games. Pink Agave is set in a chic and sophisticated space with moody lighting and luxurious decor inspired by the streets of Mexico City. It offers Mexican dishes featuring bold flavours, innovative twists and a fine selection of tequilas. Extra Virgin is a warm and rustic restaurant with cosy, intimate seating. The focus here is on traditional Italian foods such as handmade pasta, fresh ingredients and regional Italian wines. The Test Kitchen. The sleek and minimalist look adds to the experimental feel with a laboratory-inspired setting. This restaurant offers avant-garde multi-course tasting menus, where each dish feels like a culinary experiment, blending unexpected flavours and techniques. If you want to see which restaurants we tried, which we loved and which we avoided, we'll have a food review vlog coming out in the future, so please subscribe to catch that one. The communal areas, staircases and corridors are very functional and minimalist, but a handy tip for knowing where you are on the ship is that the signs and carpets are purple at the fore of the ship, red in the centre and blue at the aft. The lifts are also tinted to these colours to help you navigate your way around. Speaking of lifts, there are 4 at the front of the ship, 6 in the middle and 2 at the rear. This was plenty, and we never had to wait for a lift, and even on disembarkation day, which can be chaotic as everyone tries to get their luggage into a lift and off the ship, we had no problems. If I was being picky, the one thing we missed was an observation lounge bar, such as the Crow's Nest or Commodore Club on other ships. But with so much going on, this was not a huge loss. We will definitely be sailing again with Virgin Voyages.
We're going to tell you how much we've paid.
We paid. If you enjoyed this tour and found at least one helpful thing, we'd appreciate it if you dropped us a like by clicking the thumbs up logo. We hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.